Good evening, good evening. What's going on, everybody? And Happy New Year once again. Welcome back to another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Jason Ingram. We made it to the year 2023 and hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a great New Year's and hey, we made it. We made it to 2023. So, speaking of New Year's Day, we had ABEMA presents Noah New Year 2023. That's right, a big Pro Wrestling Noah show that took place at the Tokyo Dome on New Year's Day. That's right. And we had 11 matches total and finally got a chance to check it out, actually a day afterwards. But definitely, as I'm starting to get back into Pro Wrestling Noah a little more, I'm hoping to be able to keep up. But there's still a lot that I still gotta get back into with Pro Wrestling Noah. Still a lot of names that I'm not quite familiar with. But hopefully, along with everything else, I can dive back into Pro Wrestling Noah and try to keep up. I might need y'all's help on that. But, so, Noah New Year 2023 took place at the Tokyo Dome. And we had 11 matches, so I wanted to go through and just give my thoughts on these matches. So, first off, we had a singles match, which was Yasutaka Yano versus Daitsugu Ozawa. Pretty much, I guess it's treated kind of like a Young Lions match in Pro Wrestling Noah. But I thought it was a pretty good match. Definitely started off at quite a quick pace. Definitely back and forth. I really felt like they were even. I felt like they were pretty even for the most part throughout this match. But, it was a nice little opening match. Definitely nice little opening match. Yasutaka Yano actually got the victory via a fisherman suplex. Hits the fisherman suplex on Daitsugu Ozawa to pick up the 1-2-3. So, nice little opening match there. I was digging it. I was definitely digging it. Okay, next up, we had a trios match. We had the team of Masa Kitamiya, Daiki Inaba, Yoshiki Inamura on one side, taking on the team of Mohamed Yone, Akitoshi Saito, and Shuhei Taniguchi. Now, I am familiar with Masa Kitamiya and Mohamed Yone, especially Mohamed Yone from a couple of the more earlier days of Pro Wrestling Noah that I used to keep up with. But those are the only faces that I really knew in this match. But it was a pretty entertaining match. Of course, always like to see Yone-san with the big fro. It's always still rocking the big fro. But this was a pretty entertaining match. I was definitely digging this match. Even though Yone-san took the pin. Yeah. Yoshiki Inamura pinned Mohamed Yone after hitting what looked like a slam very similar to Lars Sullivan's Freak Accident. It looked very similar. It's like a variation of that, or even a variation of the Chikonga bomb that Raquel Gonzalez does, or Raquel Rodriguez, which I think she changed the name to Tahana bomb. I think somebody refresh my memory, but Yoshiki Inamura got the victory for his team. Overall, a pretty decently good match. Okay, this next trios match was definitely one that I enjoyed from start to finish. We had the team of Ninja Mack, Dante Leon, and Alejandro taking on the team of Shuji Kondo, Tadasuke, and Hiroki. And of course, Ninja Mack's team definitely with the high flyers on there. And you know what? Ninja Mack is insane. Oh my god, that dude is insane. Like, whew. If I ever get a chance to see Ninja Mack live, I would love that. I would really love to see that. That dude is crazy. Crazy of a high flyer. Like, I kid you not. If y'all have never seen a match with Ninja Mack, I highly recommend. I think there's some that you can look up on YouTube, but I definitely vouch for Ninja Mack. That dude is crazy good. But Alejandro got the victory, pinning Hiroki with kind of like a victory roll pin. But yeah, I was really good to see Ninja Mack's team, him, Dante Leon, Alejandro, pick up the victory. But yeah, definitely enjoyed the mess out of this match from start to finish. Okay, next up, we had another trios match. A lot of trios matches on this card. A good handful of trios matches. We had the team of Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., Atsushi Kotoge, and Seiki Yoshioka taking on the Mochizuki team made up of Masaaki Mochizuki, Susumu Mochizuki, and Mochizuki Jr. And I couldn't help but notice, I was looking at Susumu Mochizuki and I was like, wait a minute. I know I've seen that dude before. And sure enough, it's Susumu Yokosuka, who had wrestled in Dragon Gate. I was like, I know dang well I recognize who that was. And sure enough, same guy. Same guy. Apparently no relation to Mochizuki, which, I mean, he's had a lot of different names in his pro wrestling career, especially in Dragon Gate. But I saw his face, I'm like, wait a minute, I know who that is. So it was good to see him in this match. I'm shocked that I didn't pick up on that in the preview video. Like, seeing the picture and everything, I was just like, it just slipped my mind. And then during the intro, when I saw him come down and I saw the ring gear, and I was just like, wait a minute. I recognize that look. So yes, sure enough, it was Susumu Yokosuka. I was like, oh my god. I used to watch a good amount of Dragon Gate back in many years ago, but yeah, it was really good to see him in this match, and this was an overall good match. I really liked Seiki Yoshioka. I thought he was really cool. I really like his lightning speed, his striking ability. I was really digging him. So that's one that I'm gonna definitely keep my eye on as I get back more into Pro Wrestling Noah. But sure enough, Susumu Mochizuki actually gets the victory for the Mochizuki team, pinning Yoshioka after hitting the Mugen, which I know is a move that he's done a lot back in Dragon Gate. So it was definitely good to see him bust that out. But yeah, that was quite a surprise. Susumu Yokosuka in Pro Wrestling Noah. I was like, oh snap. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, congratulations to the Mochizuki team, which, I've known Masaaki Mochizuki for a while, especially back in Dragon Gate, so no surprise there. But great match. Definitely a great match overall. Okay, and then we had a 8-man tag match. 8-man tag match where we had the team of Masakatsu Funaki, Katsuhiko Nakajima, Manobu Soya, and Hajime Ohara taking on the team of Kazuyuki Fujita, Kendo Kashin, Nosawa Rongai, and X. And wow, what a surprise that X turned out to be. It turned out to be the legendary innovator of the Northern Light suplex, Hiroshi Hase. I was like, wow. Wow. And you know what? I gotta give him credit. He looked good in this match. He looks like he can still go. The dude looks like he can still go. I mean, he was taking strikes and kicks from everybody. But yeah, Hiroshi Hase, innovator of the Northern Light suplex. Of course, you know, the Muda scale was born through the match that he had against the Great Muda in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So yeah, like, I was just really, really shocked to see Hiroshi Hase in this match. Wow. And he looked great. Even went as far as to actually getting the pin for his team, hitting Ohara-san with the patented Northern Light suplex pin. So I just thought that was an awesome surprise. That was such an awesome surprise. So yeah, wow. And he looks good. He looks good. I was very impressed. Very impressed. Okay, next up we had a singles match. We had Jack Morris versus Timothy Thatcher. Of course, you know, Timothy Thatcher, I've known from Evolve, from his time in WWE. This match was definitely back and forth. This was a good clash of styles between him and Jake Morris. And, you know, I was really hoping that Timothy Thatcher would pull it off. But Jack Morris was able to get the pin on Timothy Thatcher by hitting a Tiger Driver. And then afterwards, after the match, Jake Lee appears, comes down to the ring, meets Jack Morris in the ring, and it looked like he was getting ready to, you know, to attack him, like they were going to fight, but Jake Lee backed down, extended the hand, and they shook hands. So I don't really know what to expect, but maybe new tag team of Jack Morris and Jake Lee. You know, hey, I can dig it. I can dig it. I don't know that much about Jack Morris, but I can dig it. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes. Definitely have to see how that goes. Okay, next up, we start to get some title matches now. So here come the championship matches. First off, we had the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line as the champ, Amakusa, defended against Junta Miyawaki. And you know what? This was a match that I definitely enjoyed from start to finish. I don't really know anything about the both of these guys, but it was a match that I definitely enjoyed. I'm always a sucker for the cruiserweight, the junior heavyweight divisions of different pro wrestling promotions. So this one was no different. But yeah, definitely enjoyed this match from start to finish. Both did a good amount of high flying and striking in this match. And you know what? There were even a couple of really close calls where it looked like Miyawaki-san was going to pick up the victory. It was really close. But Amakusa was able to get a crucifix roll-up pin for the 1-2-3 to retain the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship. So, great match overall from start to finish. I was definitely digging it. And, you know, I got to get back into the Junior Heavyweight Championship division for Pro Wrestling Noah. It was a division I used to keep up with, especially back when Kenta, Naomichi Marufuji, Yoshinobu Kanemaru competed back in Pro Wrestling Noah when they were, you know, junior heavyweights at the time. Next up, speaking of which, we had the GHC Tag Team Championships on the line as the champs Takashi Sugiura and Satoshi Kojima defended against pretty much two of my favorites to have ever wrestled in Pro Wrestling Noah. Kenta and Naomichi Marufuji. These two, I definitely enjoyed them not only as a tag team, but also as rivals back in Pro Wrestling Noah. So it was really good to see these two again in a Pro Wrestling Noah ring. Definitely enjoyed this match. I was kind of bummed that Marufuji-san didn't come out to the ring wearing one of his fancy masks. I've always loved him for wearing the mask, but it's at least it's cool that he still has the same entrance music that I'm so used to hearing. So it was really good to hear that. But yeah, this match was awesome. It was good to see Satoshi Kojima doing his machine gun chops. Thought that was really cool. Kenta hit Sugera-san with a GTS, but it looked like it wasn't really that effective. I thought that was kind of crazy, because as soon as he hit that, I thought that was game over. But Marufuji eats a cozy lariat from Satoshi Kojima, and Kojima-san gets the 1, 2, 3, and him and Sugera-san retain the GHC Tag Team Championships. So, a bummer that Marufuji-san and Kenta didn't pick up the victory, but it's all cool. I did enjoy this match. Definitely love seeing... I mean, all four of these guys look great, but I always have a special place in my heart for Naomichi Marufuji and Kenta. Okay, back down to the junior heavyweights, as the next match was the GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. So, the champs, Yohei and KZ, defended against the team of Yoshinari Ogawa and Ita. And I have to say, I was really, really surprised at this outcome, because, I mean, you know, KZ, I've seen wrestle back in Dragon Gate. And Yohei, I just recently, not too long ago, got more into Yohei. And it was a pretty cool entrance dance that they did as well before the match. So I thought that was really cool. But I was very shocked at the outcome. I was very shocked. Ita hit a super kick on Yohei, and it was actually a couple of move combos there leading up to the super kick, and I just tell you, he rocked Yohei to the point where one last super kick dropped him, and then he got the pin. 1, 2, 3, and we have new GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, and Yoshinari Ogawa and Ita. Kind of shocked me. I did not see that coming. I really did not see that coming. So, yeah, that was incredible. Did not see that coming. And then we had a double main event where we had the main championship defended, the GHC Heavyweight Championship, where Kaito Kiyomiya, the champion, defended against Kanoe. And I have to say, this was a hard-hitting match. And I have to say, when Kanoe hit Kiyomiya with that Falcon Arrow onto the ring apron, I honestly thought they were going to stop the match. I mean, the way that he hit that ring apron from off the turnbuckle, because he dropped him like that, I was like, whoa. That was a sick spot. A really sick spot. And with how Kiyomiya-san landed on the apron, I honestly thought they were going to stop the match. But, whoo, man. They were crazy for that spot. Really, really crazy for that spot. But sure enough, it was back and forth. It was definitely back and forth, but Kiyomiya-san ended up pulling it off in the end. It took two Shining Wizards, when it came down to it, to put away Kanoa to retain the GHC Heavyweight Championship. And Kaito Kiyomiya still on top, which, you know, this was his first title defense. His first title defense for the new year. But yeah, I'm just glad he was okay after that Falcon Arrow spot on the ring apron from the top turnbuckle. That was crazy. That was really crazy. And then the second main event, which closed out the show, was the special singles match. The Great Muta, my all-time favorite pro wrestler, taking on the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And I have to say, the entrances were spot on for both of these competitors. Shout outs to WWE, to Triple H for, giving the green light for this match to take place in the Tokyo Dome in Pro Wrestling Noah. But Great Muta, Shinsuke Nakamura, somebody that Nakamura-san had been wanting to get a chance to wrestle before he retired. So this was perfect. Perfect way to go into the new year. And I have to say, first off, I was looking at some of the comments during the stream as I was watching it on Wrestle Universe. And some of the folks are just talking about how, Great Muta's, kind of slow stepping and, seems like he's moving sort of slow. I'm like, y'all must have forgotten that the dude is 60 years old. The dude is 60. Like, I mean, I'm sure he's not going to be lightning fast like he used to be, but the dude is 60. I don't know what. See, this is why the IWC gets on my nerves. Because, they be saying, well, Great Muta looks like he's lost a step. He looks kind of slow. The moves aren't as crisp. He's 60. And look how long he's been wrestling. Since I was a kid. Even before I was born. Come on now. Folks need to grow up and... Folks need to grow up. But anyway, this match was definitely very memorable, back and forth. The Great Muta does what he usually does with the cheap tactics, with the chokes, using the cable to choke Shinsuke Nakamura. And we saw plenty of poison mist. Plenty of poison mist. And not just from the Great Muta, but even Shinsuke Nakamura busted out some poison mist. That was a nice little surprise ending there. Shinsuke Nakamura busting out some poison mist, hitting the Great Muta, because Shinsuke, he got hit with mist twice, with some red mist and some black mist. And then Shinsuke, near the end, because they both traded finishers, Great Muta hit the Shining Wizard, and even Shinsuke hit a Kinshasa. Both traded finishers, but after one poison mist blast from Shinsuke Nakamura to the Great Muta, and then hitting one more Kinshasa, put the legendary Great Muta away for the 1-2-3. And Shinsuke Nakamura wins at Noah New Year 2023 over the Great Muta. And what a finish. What a finish to this pay-per-view. And I have to say, definitely glad to see. It looked like Shinsuke Nakamura was starting to tear up a little bit, but it was really, really good to see these two go at it one last time before the Great Muta retires for good. So, yeah. Thank you, Pro Wrestling Noah. Thank you, WWE, for helping to make this match happen. So, very happy that happened. But, yeah. Overall, good show. Good show. I still have much to really get back into with Pro Wrestling Noah. But let me know what y'all thought of the show. What did you think of the card? What did you think of the matches? What were your favorite ones? Let me know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the 2. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Happy New Year once again. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.